Good morning, everybody. I had a conversation with somebody this morning, well, a half-assed conversation about white privilege. We all know it exists. To what extent and what genre of life it applies, it doesn't. It doesn't matter to me. But we started talking about privileged white kids. And while I believe some are privileged, some aren't. Not every white child is born with a silver spoon. And I was trying to tell this person I was talking to that white people go about how they raise their children a little bit differently. And by that, I mean when their kids are 14, 15, and 16, they got jobs. Well, our kids are 14, 15, and 16. They either playing Pop Warner football after school or basketball or running the track, because most black parents think my child's only chance is to excel in a sport, which I totally disagree in. And on top of that, all black mothers, more so than black fathers actually, put their kids into Pop Warner football. Baseball players make more than football players, less wear and tear in their body. Basketball players make more money. Fuck, you can go to soccer or hockey. Like, what I was trying to explain, she kept saying, no, that ain't right, that ain't right. It is right. She got grown-ass kids living in her house. Grown-ass adults, 18, 21, 25. Will you enable somebody, and they say, well, fuck, I ain't got to do nothing. I can stay here. Mommy going to do it. Or I don't need to get a job. Mommy's going to buy me everything I need. Or daddy, or whatever the situation may be. When you enable somebody, you fuck them up. So my argument was, instead of putting our kids in all these goddamn sports programs, put them into something else. You don't necessarily got to even be in no type of scholastic program. Just teach your kid how to be an adult. Teach by example. Teach them that being successful doesn't always come at the hest of being somebody's flunky, or you got to hit the lottery, or I'm going to play football my whole life and hope that I get into the league. Nah, there's more than one way for black people to be successful. And a lot of it has to start with, I was telling somebody a couple months ago about generational wealth. People always ask me why I want to buy so much land, 20, 30 acres. What you going to do that you can't live on it and blah, blah, blah. Small-minded people. Whether I can live on it or farm it or do whatever it is I desire to do with it, I can leave it to somebody. Or I can subdivide it and put 5 acres, 10 kids on 5 acres. I mean, you can't just think inside the box. White people have been doing this shit since before the beginning of time with these plantations with slaves and all this other. That's a whole nother story. But quit putting your kids in the goddamn programs after school and send their ass to work. Let them know what it is to work hard for what they supposed to get. All these black kids so entitled, running around, got their mom standing in the snowstorms for Jordans and all that other bullshit. Entitlement my ass, you ain't getting nothing off me unless you work for it. So all that white privilege, born with a silver spoon in your mouth, blah, blah, bullshit. While it's true, you can work and be successful. I'm a prime example. So take with that what you will.